Okie dokie. Ho ho. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Retrohead here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to Retro Realm in Ipswich, which is a gaming shop I visit fairly often, and one that I really enjoy going to. Now I only had one little pickup from there, but I also have a couple of other little pickups. One from cash converters, and one was an order offline. But just before we get started with this video, I just wanted to tell you something. I'm going to do a Q&A on the channel soon, so on my community page of my channel, if you've got a question for me and you want to be included in the Q&A, just head over to that post and leave a question in the comments of that post. Don't leave them in the comments of this video, head over to my community page on my YouTube channel and just leave any question about retro gaming, collecting, anything like that. Leave it in the comment section of the post and I'll include it in the Q&A. So yeah, like I say, just a very small pickup from the Retro Realm, but I got some really nice pickups from other places. One, the game that I bought from Cash Converters is one that I've wanted for ages, but the game that I ordered offline is one that I've wanted to play for absolute years. If you enjoyed the video, please like, please subscribe to my channel Retrohead, but without further ado, let's go to Retro Realm. So here I am outside the Retro Realm, a gaming shop in Ipswich that I've been to lots of times, and every time I go it's just such a good shop. One that I really enjoy going to. So there's a little bit of footage of the outside of the shop. I absolutely love that Donkey Kong standee, that is just so cool. But they have so many awesome games inside the shop, it's unbelievable. But it's not just games, it's also like other retro related things. So if you like toys, figures, board games, anything like that, you will be catered for in this shop. So there is the PlayStation section. As you can see, we have PS2, PS4 and PS3, and then another huge PS2 section. If you enjoy PS2, this is definitely the shop to come to. But then we also have a really big Xbox One section and Xbox 360 section. Not really sections that I look in, but I know a lot of people like looking at those sections. And look at how cool these boxed consoles are around the top. Boxed PS2, Mega Drive. That Mega Drive was absolutely mint condition as well. Here we have one of the glass cabinets where he has his really nice stuff, and there was some lovely Snes games in the box here. Some really nice ones. This is where I actually picked up my Snes Tiny Toons Buster Loose, which I absolutely love that game. And some really cool N64 games here. Moving on down, we have a few loose ones and some really nice Mario figures. You know I love the figures if you've been watching the channel. And some really nice NES games, both boxed and loose. Here we have some Switch games, which is really nice to see. I know a lot of people collect for Switch. Not really a console I usually collect for. Moving on down, we had some really nice Game Boy Colors there. I absolutely love the Game Boy Colors. And here we have some really nice Club Nintendo like exclusive promotional things, which I absolutely love that sort of thing. So they were really cool to see. And then we have some really nice loose games here. We have the Atari Anthology Collection, which is a game that I'd like to grab at some point. Super Mario Deluxe on the Game Boy Color, but that is one that I do already have. And Sonic and Knuckles on the Mega Drive. Really hard to find in good condition, because it's one of the rare Mega Drive games that actually uses cardboard boxes. But as you can see, this is definitely more of a Sega-themed cabinet. It had a really nice Saturn section as well, which is something that you don't see very often, so really good thing to see in the retro realm. The owner of the Retro Realm does also have his own YouTube channel called Sega Zombie. If you want to check it out, there'll be a link in the description, because it's a really cool YouTube channel. And then they have an absolutely huge PS1 section, and this is something that you don't see very often. So if you're after PS1 games, definitely head down to the Retro Realm, as it was just a huge section. This is only half of it. There's another whole section just dedicated to PS1, and the prices are really good as well. So if you like the PS1, this is a great shop for you to visit. PS1 is a console that I really enjoy collecting for. So many great games, and not really many of them actually break the bank, which is a very good thing. Here we have the Master System collection. They have some quite good Master System games here. Moving on down, we have a mini Mega Drive selection with some of the nice games facing out there. And some Blue Spine games, some yellow EA Sports games, and some sports games down the bottom. And there was lots of DS games. There is a Switch section, not really a section that I bother looking in particularly. The Wii U section definitely is, though. I absolutely love the Wii U and obviously the GameCube. You know, if you've been watching the channel, I'm going for the full Power GameCube set. And I've got about 170, 180 titles at this point. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to have a count up actually, so I haven't had a count up for a while. But yeah, the GameCube probably is one of my most favourite systems of all time, if not my absolute favourite. Here we have some Game Boy Advance games. Nothing particularly caught my eye here. A few more common titles, some ones that I already had as well. Simpsons Road Rage is such a cool game. It's definitely a Crazy Taxi knockoff, but one that I really enjoyed. Here we have some of their really nice handheld systems. Always cool to see boxed PSPs and boxed original DSs. And here we have some of their board games. These ones are the slightly more modern ones, but he had loads of retro ones as well. And look at how cool this display is as you walk in with all these glass cabinets. There's no way I could have filmed every glass cabinet today, but I just sort of did a quick pan, just because this shop is so awesome. So that was the Retro Realm in Ipswich. Now let's head back to the games room to show you these pickups. So I'm back from the Retro Realm, and there was just one pickup this time, and this only cost £1. And this is a pickup for my dad, because it's a Sega item. If you're not familiar with the channel, my dad collects exclusively for Sega. I collect for Nintendo, PlayStation, Atari, my dad collects for Sega. So he bought this cool little Essential Tips 2 book from the Sega Pro magazine. He's got quite a few of these now, and he just enjoys having these in his collection, having a little flick through. And for all of that cool Sega-ness for £1, you can't really complain. Now, like I say, I didn't actually pick up anything for my collection this time. There was just nothing that really caught my eye, which is rare. In the Retro Realm, I normally find something, but not this time. But I actually bought a couple of bits for my friend, but he actually gifted me a couple of bits of the collection. So the first thing is this little 2004 Ghostbusters little pin badge, which is really cool, so I really like Ghostbusters. But the other one is even cooler to me, and this is this original 1989 Ghostbusters 2 pin badge. Really pleased to have this in the collection. I absolutely love finding little bits like this, and Scott, if you're watching this, thank you very much for gifting them to me. So next up we have the pickup that I got offline, and this has got quite a funny story actually. So in one of my more recent videos, I went to the Retro Hunter, which is a very good gaming shop. I'll link that at the end of this video actually. And I picked up a game in there. I didn't actually buy it, I just sort of picked it up and had a look at it. And I thought, well, that seems like a good price, but it's not in good condition at all. But I got home, did a bit of research, and found out it was a very good price, and ordered it online when I got home. So I actually had to pay £5 postage on this, which was a real shame. So it's 15 quid game plus the £5 postage, so 20 quid. Now, like I said, this is in very poor condition, but you'll find out why I bought it in a minute. And that is Super Off-Road on the Super Nintendo. Now, this is quite an expensive game box. Loose, it's not worth overly much, but boxed, this is pretty expensive. So loose in CEX, this is £12, but boxed without manual, which this one hasn't got its manual, so it'll be boxed without manual, is £55, and I think it's somewhere between 60 and 70 with the manual, with the box. And this is a game that I'd love to have this in nice condition complete in the collection, but I would never ever spend £70 to get it complete. So the only way how I'd ever have this in the collection, at least with the box, this one hasn't got its manual, just the cartridge and box. The only way how I'd ever get this is by buying this copy in poor condition. So, yeah, like I said, I'd love to have it in nice condition box, but I'm never ever going to spend 70 quid on Super Off-Road. It's a cool game, but not quite that cool to me. So as you see, there's a big bit of damage here where there was a sticker, and there's a big bit of damage here. Like I say, I don't often buy games in this poor condition, but when they're worth that much, and they're that much cheaper in this condition, there's like nothing I can really do about it. I bought this because I mainly wanted to try it. So inside, it does have its insert, which is really nice, and this is a proper official one, and the original plastic bag for the cartridge. And we have the cartridge here, and this is in very nice condition. So I'm very pleased to have this. There's a little bit of peeling on the sticker there, but I'll easily be able to glue that back down. And I'm just really pleased to have this. So I've wanted to play this for a long time. And also, my dad, when he was a kid, he originally had this on the Sega Game Gear. And he's been saying to me, like, it's a really good game. So when I saw this in there, I wanted to pick it up, but I just didn't because of the condition. Then got home and realised what a good price it was, and I just had to order it. So yeah, I know the condition isn't great, but for the price, 20 quid, I'm still very pleased to pick this one up. So a few weeks ago, I managed to add a boxed complete PS Vita to my collection. I actually bought it in CEX, and it was unboxed price. No, it was discounted price, but complete in box. No idea why, but I wasn't going to complain about it. But I hadn't actually managed to pick up many PS Vita games, just because they're very expensive and very hard to pick up. Well, they're very expensive. Some of them are very expensive, but there is some good cheap games out there. But I managed to pick up a PS Vita game from Cash Converters. They had it labelled up as 12, and I managed to knock it down to a tenner. And there's 22 quid in CEX, so I was very pleased to find it. And that is Ridge Racer. Now, this is one of the games that I wanted when I picked up the PS Vita. This is one that I've always wanted to play. I've actually owned this in the past. I found it in a charity shop for, I think it was like 5 quid in a charity shop. And at the time, it was selling for about 20 quid. So I bought it and traded it in CEX years ago before I ever had a PS Vita. But I'm very pleased to have this, and I'm actually going to keep this in the collection now. It's in very nice condition inside. No manual, unfortunately, but I don't actually know if this ever came with one. I don't know anything about PS Vita collecting, to be honest with you. It's a console that I definitely want to get more into collecting, because I really like the handheld. It seems like a really good console and some really good games. I'd also really want to play the Little Big Planet game on the PS Vita, and there's quite a few other ones that I like the look of as well. One of the games that I'd absolutely love to have on there is the Ratchet & Clank trilogy, but that is really expensive on the PS Vita. I've always wanted it on the PS3. I've got an empty case for it, I just need the loose disc. But I'd love to have it on the Vita as well, but that is very expensive. But yeah, very pleased to have Ridge Racer in the collection. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know I absolutely love racing games, and Ridge Racer is a series that I absolutely love. I don't know what my favourite Ridge Racer. Either the original Ridge Racer on PS1 or Ridge Racer Type 4, perhaps. I do enjoy both those games. So I haven't played this one, so I don't know if this one's going to come close. I put it on the PS Vita, but I actually needed a memory card. I do have one now, but I didn't have one at the time, so now I'll be able to play it. But I've searched out some gameplay footage of it, and it looks absolutely awesome. Let me know if you've played Ridge Racer on the PS Vita and if it's a particularly good game or not, and if you'd have picked it up and added it to your collection. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and please subscribe, and let me know what was your favourite pickup of the day. I think mine was definitely that Super Off-Road on the Super Nintendo. Very pleased to add that to the collection, and also I was really excited to try it out. And also, like I said, if you want to be included in the Q&A and want a little question answered about retro or collecting, gaming, anything like that, click off this video, go to my community page. The top post will be a Q&A post. I'll keep reposting it until I do the Q&A, so you keep seeing it. Just leave a comment in there, any sort of question, and I'll answer it in the Q&A. And also, while you're there, consider leaving me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!